Yes. Okay. Yeah, I realised I've done one live today. I want to do another live. Maybe put this on YouTube because this is for my YouTube crowd primarily. If anyone from Facebook gets value from this, cool too. Because I know my YouTube crowd really like aged urine. It's really important, right? Aged urine is a fascinating topic. And obviously I'm writing that second book on Aged Urine 2, the sequel, which is so much more in depth than the first one, which was a very brief but amazing book because it listed the protocols. My first book on Aged Urine was amazing. My first book was amazing because it was simple but yet had lots of geeky knowledge in it. My second one's going to go deep. But anyway, let's not stray too far and wander of all the place and stick to what I was going to say I was going to talk about. And generally, I just put the title Aged Urine Neti Pot, but let's talk about neti pots in general and what are they and how amazing neti pots are. You can get really simple ones that cost like £5 that are plastic, and yeah, okay, you know, plastic, yep. Or you can get better ones that are ceramic, which cost like 10, 20, £30, and you can buy expensive ones, £50 or whatever. But the whole device of a neti pot is an absolutely essential piece of kit for your health and transformational. Like I said, you can buy £5 cheap ones, no problem, plastic ones too. In fact, I had them and then I lost them, and I went and bought one again, but not cheap £5 one, a bit more expensive, but still plastic. Cranium Neti razor rig. What I do is I go on Amazon and I'll type in neti pot and I'll look at the ones with the most reviews, and then I find I love things with the most reviews, and I read the reviews on people saying, oh, it's a really good neti pot, you know, and this is plastic, yeah, but this one, it had loads of good reviews. It's called Cranium Nasal Rinse Kit. In the UK, it had loads of good reviews. I assume America too, it has them. Yeah, Lisa, thanks for joining. And neti pot is really cool. Look, with this one, the plastic ones, what you do is the plastic ones, you put it up your nose, you tilt forward, and you lean your head, and then the medicine will go in from the pot up your cranium, up this part of the nose, and it will touch base with that side of the ear, so it'll cleanse the inner ear, which is fucking cool. Also, the medicine will get into the cranium, the nasal system, and it irrigates fucking everything. It irrigates that side of the nose, the ear system, and the brain here. Very important, sacred area. I mean, the whole body's sacred, don't get me wrong, but you'll feel it, especially when you mess about with not just doing like a distilled water nasal. Oh, by the way, I'm not dissing, but if you do a distilled water neti pot, very cool. If you do a fresh urine neti pot, very cool. But if you do an aged urine neti pot with a pH alkalinity very high and very powerful, uber super structured water, if you put that fucking through your brain system through a neti pot, and even, you know, it just comes, when you do the neti pot, it comes out the other side, right? As you guys I'm sure know. So the medicine will go up there, sits there, but it comes out the other nose hole, and you breathe through your mouth, so you don't die. Because if you breathe just through your nose, you're going to suffocate, isn't it? So it's actually kind of weird feeling. It's kind of nice to do that. And then you do the other side, right? So with this one, again, you don't have to buy one. You can have a plastic one or a better quality one, just like a traditional pot. Or you can do this one, which has lots of good reviews. And this one, you fill it up. Very little aged urine because it's so powerful. I fucking love aged urine, man. It's so powerful. I don't even need that much for the burn. The burn is when I know there's some shit going on in my system. It's doing some, not damage, it's doing some serious heating. So yeah, you pop it in, close the lid, and then take the cap off, and I'd, yeah, and there's actually, this one's really good. Let me tell you a feature of this one I really like, the Cranium one with loads of reviews. It's got a little button so that it won't come out now until I press the button. When I press the button, it puts pressure in the system, and then it starts releasing, which is really cool. Or the button makes more release. Anyway, so for example, say there's some in there now. I smell some aged. I just done some, so I can smell that beautiful smell, which other people hate. That smell of aged urine. I fucking love that smell. I smell it there. Anyway, if it's empty, I can still smell it. It's good. Oh, that's another thing. When you do aged urine neti pot with, say, like the same pot or the same thing, you've got the containing essence of the aged urine. Even though it's empty, it's going to stay in there, isn't it? Little drops and little particles of the aged urine will stay in there, and it magnifies it. If you're using the same bottle to age your urine, that's another tip. Use the same bottles over and over and over again. Even if it's empty, it kind of like the frequency stays in there. It's very powerful. Anyway, to demo, there's none in it. So, right, there's a button here which I have already. Then let's say there's medicine and it's not now. This is going to clean the right ear, this nostril. It's got this nostril. Clean both nostrils. This one as it goes up, and then it goes there. Cleans the ear. Then it comes this one, so it cleans both nostrils. It's supposed to come out, right? So you pop it in like that, like there's a little thing here, pop it in so it doesn't leak, and lean forward, tilt your head to the side you want to go, and then what you'll do with the aged urine nasal kits is you'll feel it go in and burn, baby. It's gonna burn your fucking brain off. Just like aged urine up the nose burns your fucking brain off, and just like aged urine eye drops burn your fucking eyes. In a good way, though. It's very healing. Just like aged urine eardrops don't. They're the only ones that don't burn. Still powerful, though. But yeah, it will burn. It's lovely. It's a fucking fun burn. So you lean forward, and yeah. Lean forward, and then it will just start spilling out that side. You'll feel the burn in your right ear. So if you did it on that side, you'll feel the burn in your left ear as it comes out the other end. And this is an ancient technique used by the Ayurveda, is not Ayurveda, but the Vedics. So this is old stuff. And I remember a quote I put in the Aged Urine book, the first one, that said that anyone who uses neti pot regularly will experience clairvoyance. They're exaggerating with that one slightly, but I love that exaggerate. And to emphasize a point, but also the quote goes that, it's a very old quote, if you use neti pot, you'll never get any diseases. Any diseases above the throat can't manifest when you use neti pot. Absolutely true. So what we're talking about, Alzheimer's, dementia prevention, those are key. Those are the ones that people worry about. If they did neti pot every day with the most powerful medicine on earth for free, aged urine. Even though, listen, this is about aged urine and neti pots. You can do anything in it. Neti pot is good anyway. It'll be very useful to do a neti pot of distilled water, fresh urine, all that stuff. And it opens up, it clears the mucus from the nose. You're going to breathe better. Remember, we breathe through the nose and not through the mouth if we're healthy. So we want the breathing mechanisms not to be clogged up with mucus, and most people have clogged up mucuses, and that's another reason why people aren't healthy. They've got clogged up mucuses in the whole system, especially the lungs, but the nose, when the nose gets clogged up with mucus because you're not doing neti pot every day and you're eating too many mucus-point foods and not fasting, when your nose is clogged up, that reduces the amount of oxygen that you can get into your system. That's a huge problem because your nose is designed to get oxygen in your system, right? Not your mouth. So therefore, if you're getting less through the nose, you're more inclined to do mouth breathing. But even if you only did nose breathing and you're not doing neti pot and cleansing the mucus out of the nose, you're increasing your breath per minute because there's mucus here blocking that shit. You got to get rid of the mucus from the nose, man. It's one of the key areas you do not want blocked from mucus. You don't really want excess mucus anywhere, but one of the key areas is the nose. And why do you think people snore? Hello. People snore because they got too much mucus in the nose at night, and as we sleep, our metabolic rate goes down, our breaths slow down, but we can't handle that. If someone's unhealthy and they got too much mucus in the nose and the breath slowing down, because that's what sleep does, slows us down, then there's a problem and they start snoring, and the body's so clever, it like opens the mouth so that more oxygen get in because you fucked it up because your nose is not clean. Great way to, for someone that's snoring, now I'm thinking of it, if you've got someone that snores, get them on neti pot. Maybe not aged urine neti pot because they're not hardcore. Even fresh urine neti pot because they don't get that stuff. That's cool. Get them on even salt water neti pot. Hey, get them on tap water neti pot. I'm not saying that's the best thing. Actually, that's really bad in a way because you're getting metals into your brain. But I mean, come on, tap water salt is better than fucking no neti pot. I mean, I can't even imagine. I can't even think I'm saying that, but do neti pot is what my point is, and you'll stop snoring. It's really easy. Instead of spending like hundreds of pounds on a PAP machine they have to wear at night, and thinking yes, tackle the root cause, like if they're too obese and they're not looking after health, eating too many mucus-forming foods, not fasting enough, for sure. But I mean, neti pot is really important, and it's not just important for them; it's important for us to look after health, so we can get more oxygen from our nose into our system. And then, of course, there's nitric oxide in the nose, right? And nitric oxide is a really important free radical that dilates the blood vessels, makes us relax, slows the breath down. It's contained within the nose, and that will get accessed more easily as we allow more oxygen assimilation into our system via the nose, which is one of the most important, amazing parts of our body. I mean, every part of the body is amazing, but I love the nose. And how do you cleanse the nose and the ears and the brain? Use a neti pot. It's brilliant. So many things we can do that we can talk about endlessly in the health community. How amazing. I mean, once we get these habits nailed on a daily basis, I'd say it's a really important one. The brain is great focus, and the neti pot on a daily basis, or as often as you can, is a really cool one. You'd experience nice, deep, slow breaths, less mucus in the nose, nice cleansing of the inner ears. When you cleanse the inner ears, what do you do? Ears are connected to the kidneys, big time. Traditional Chinese medicine, I know from my own experiences too. Kidneys are balanced, left, right brain, right? So when you cleanse the ears that way, you're rebalancing your brain hemispheres. Also, you're getting into the brain for sure. But I mean, literally, your kidneys are improving the function when you do neti pot via the ear function. The inner ears getting your aged urine medicine. How do your kidneys get? You start get adrenal fatigue. You start making more testosterone and proper hormones. You start making more of the one that lowers blood pressure that's made in the kidneys. I can't remember the name. Urine or something. There's so many things. When you cleanse the nose, what are you doing? You're cleansing the lungs too. That's traditional Chinese medicine too. When you cleanse the nose, it's connected to the lungs. In traditional Chinese medicine, ears is connected to kidneys, nose is connected to the lungs, eyes is connected to the liver. When you sun gaze, you get your eyes. You clear the liver. When you do the neti pot, you're doing the nose, you're helping the lungs from mucus, you're helping the kidneys via the ears. There's just so much going on. You think it's just one thing, just one simple healing modality does like 1,000 things, and then you feel the difference. Then of course you can mess about when you're doing one healing modality like neti pot on a regular basis. You can mess about with increasing your medicine quality. So go from distilled to fresh urine and upgrade to the ultimate aged urine. Let that burn sit. Burning is not a bad thing. We should not fear burns. We should promote burns because that's super healing. When an aged urine enema goes up your bum and it burns your colon, you can't hold it for very long. That's cool because it's regenerating your tissues from damage from wrong food eating in your colon. We all have such dirty colons. Another huge topic I'm going to talk about next few weeks. Like, it's ridiculous how dirty even people that are perfect diet now for 20, 30 years are pulling mucoid plaques. Just have a look on our Facebook. Go and add Jessie, Jessie, whose video on mucoid plaque is absolutely shocking. If you guys haven't seen, yeah, that girl, Jes Gap SIE. If you don't know her, check out her mucoid plaque shit. And she's very hardcore with her foods, then pulling some really dark shit with aged urine enemas. Yes, very possible, very true. And parasites too. Yeah, we all have parasites, a ridiculous amount of parasites. Holy shit, you have no idea. And yes, there's a difference between the amount of parasites in a normal unhealthy person and us, but we all have so many to get rid of. It's a lifetime's work. This is not like, oh, I'm 100% on diet for 10 years, now I don't need to do an enema with aged urine. No. It's endless. It's fun, but it's endless. So this is endless too. This should be daily. It's not like, oh, I'm fucking healthy, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do enemas anymore. I don't need to pull. I've pulled out all the mucoid plaque and parasites from my tummy. Come on, bro. Let's get real here. No, you haven't. I'm listening to other people's testimonies and they're pulling stuff out and we're way more hardcore than you. I think you need to do them too. So, am I talking to myself? Yeah, I'm just being hardcore with me here. I'm literally just like, oh, Harry, come on, step it up. Step it up. Yeah, Lisa, they're awesome. Neti pots, highly recommend. Like I said, you won't get brain diseases. And look, we are living in times where, like, what, everyone's going to get cancer in the future? Like 1 in 2. It's going to be 1 in 1.5 by the time we're adults. By the time we are, like, older. And also what I said, Alzheimer's, dementia. These things are an absolute joke. If you take care of yourself now with neti pots on a daily basis, you're never going to get that shit. You'll be fine. What an advantage to a neti pot. Let's see, your brain gets aged urine medicine in it. What happens when your brain's getting the medicine? It detoxes better. Oh, you need less sleep at night, so you can do more shit during the day that you want to. And your brain is on fire, and you can talk faster and become the better version of yourself, or be your best self. Your mastery, your personality will be enhanced. Where is the personality enhanced? Your personality is shown through the brain. When you cleanse the brain, your personality goes up, doesn't it? All the good things about you just go up and up. How crazy is that? So there we go. That's a good sell for neti pot. Your brain function gets enhanced, and now you're super smart and clever, and you can go and pass those exams if you're stupid enough to go into school. If your mum and dad made you go into school, you want to pass those exams and learn stupid shit. Yeah, do some neti pot. Yeah, I'm not dissing really. We all had to do that. We had to go through that stuff. Yeah, hi Kelly, man. Hello, and Chris. Hello. Neti pot is the one. Yeah, this is a good one. Like, what I do is I go on Amazon. You can get the cheap, simple pots too, but I mean, this one had lots of reviews on Amazon, so I use the upside down one, and I like the feature with it, of the pressing the button and it just comes out, and yeah, it's really fun to do, and a really funky practice that was used by the ancients, isn't it? And they knew, and it was always good, and it helped with the breathing exercises, pranayama, for the yoga. So it's a good idea to do it if you're into yoga too, or if you're into breath work. Do it before your breathwork session, and if you do daily neti pot, you will find that you breathe easier during the day anyway, and you want that. Your breath will slow down. Awesome. Slower down breaths, longer you live, simple as that. More energy, higher powered systems. But what was I going to say? Yeah, if you do it before, if you do neti pot as a routine before you do meditation and before you do breath work, that's a good one, because now you're opening up the channels of the air for more oxygen, so now you can nail your breath work. Your breath work will go much better. Your meditation will go much more smoother. Like, whether that be whichever meditation you do, breathing through the nose, for example, it's a key problem area. I fucking love the nose, man. There's so many areas of the body that are amazing. The nose is one of them that's amazing. It's got its own air filtration system, the nose. you know, and we're not designed to breathe through the mouth. The mouth has a lot of problems. The nose warms up the air, by the way. Did you know that? The nose warms up the air so that we can receive it into lungs, and this doesn't. This gives us cold air, which damages the lungs. So if you mouth breathe, you're damaging your lungs in a way. Plus, mouth breathing doesn't allow your all the oxygen into your system, only up to the top third of your lungs. So your entire lung system is not getting the medicine, the oxygen medicine it needs. If you do breathe through your nose, you are. So yeah, that's a whole different topic too. Nose breathing and mouth breathing. So there we go. Dave, nice one. Yeah. Neti pot. Haven't made a Neti pot video, I don't think, ever. So there we go. I don't think I have, to be fair. Ear candling, Lisa. Yes, I'm open-minded and I want to try it. And I've heard people trying it and it's very powerful too. That's an Ayurveda, I think. One. Yeah, that's cool. I love the ears as focus because I find that when I focus on the ears and the kidneys, which are linked together, my brain hemispheres get imbalanced, and my brain hemispheres are really fucking imbalanced. So I love focus on... My favourite focus... I've got so many focuses, but my favourites are ears and kidneys and brain hemisphere imbalances, and what tackles them all, kind of Neti pot. It gets into my inner ears. It's also good to put medicine into the outside ears, like you said, ear candling, but also aged urine, fresh urine drops onto the ears on the outside, so you can tackle ear problems, or just wanting better brain hemisphere balance by tackling the ears. You can tackle the inside ear with a Neti pot, you know, that side and that side, or you can tackle it both as well on the outside by taking it in. That's another thing. You can do in and out. If you've got a problem with the liver, you can do an enema which tackles the liver internally, gets the medicine into the liver, or you can even do like urine or aged urine massaging over the liver, so you can get it inside direct, or you can get it from the outside in. You know what I mean? Inside out, outside in. You can tackle it. There's so many ways we can get medicine into our system. Alright, that's enough for today. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, the Neti pot is the one. Let me know your experiences with Neti pot and stuff, and yeah, if you're new to it and stuff, hit me up. And there's a lot of Neti pot videos out there, so it's quite a simple thing to do. You just got to practice and experiment with it. Warning, the aged urine ones burn. Don't ever think that burning is bad when aged urine burns your brain. If you put it up your nose, if it burns your bum, you can't hold it in. If you put an enema, if aged urine burns your ears when you do the Neti pot one, it's not a bad thing. We've got to stop fearing the burn. The burn means there's a regeneration, and that medicine is fucking powerful, and it's trying to work in your favour to heal you. Would you rather go through the burn for a couple of seconds, or would you rather have a disease in 10, 20 years' time? Yeah, I know what the masses would say. They'd rather have disease. Cool. Good for you, bro. I'd rather go through the burn. The burn is a sign you're hardcore. You can take it, and you want to beat your highest vibration. How do you do it? You got to go through a bit of pain because you've not looked after your body. That's why it burns. Yeah, even me. We live in poison environments, so it's not even our fault. Oh, Lord, yes. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I heard something interesting I read in a book about Candida. I don't know a lot about Candida, but I heard also it's a good thing to have Candida because it produces serotonin, serotonin in the gut. I know serotonin in the gut makes good bowel movements. So actually, Candida, not overgrowth Candida, but Candida is useful to a certain amount in bowel movements because it produces loads of serotonin. Don't think I'm going to make any friends with what I just said there, because I know people get triggered by Candida, and people talk about overgrowth. Maybe it's a bad thing, like to have too much. I don't know, but I definitely know that. Yeah, the Candida bacteria gets a lot of rap, and it actually is producing serotonin in the gut, and serotonin in the gut really is the key one for peristalsis and good bowel movements. That's my opinion. I don't know. I don't know shit, to be honest with you. I'm just trying my best in this universe and figuring out stuff. Yeah. Alright, peace and love, and happy nasal washing. It's like better than the shower, isn't it? All these superficial showers people taking to wash their skin, thinking they're cleansing themselves. How about we go from the inside out and tackle and actually cleanse our brain, our nose, and our ears, and our entire sacred face with a Neti pot. A Neti pot, that's what it does. It tackles the medicine, gets the medicine in to your sacred facial, all of the senses. All the senses are housed here, aren't they? The eyes. Oh, another thing, the Neti pot gets into the back of the eyes too. So you've got the eyes, you've got the ears, the nose, the mouth, taste. That's like 4 out of 5 senses. Touches, the hands and skin, but that's 4 out of the 5 in the face. I guess your senses are really important. That's how we see the world, right? Yeah, it's fucking important. So there we go. Neti pot tackles 4 of the 5 senses too. Pretty cool. Nice. Alright, peace. Thanks for watching.